What's up, y'all? It's your bro Big Chop. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. All right, I'm gonna do something totally different this video. I want to focus mainly on the tutorial aspect. So I want to make a beat from scratch and really talk about the mindset that I have while I make these beats. All right. HITMAKA is definitely killing the charts right now. Shout out to him. Been a fan since he was Young Berg, killing it with AO and Rockstar and all of that. For this video, I want to make a HITMAKA type beat and show y'all how to like interpolate samples and make some fire out of it. All right, I have two songs loaded right now. I have the original sample, the Monica Why I Love You So Much, and I also have this Young Blue Baddest. I'm using Baddest as more of like a reference. It's just to compare and just to figure out, you know, how many instruments I actually need. You know, maybe I don't need 1,000 percussion things going on at the same time. You know, if you really analyze a lot of songs have been rapped on that have been successful, you realize that a lot of these beats are very simple. It's not a million 808 glides and all of that. So I like to have a song for reference open, you know, maybe even arrange it like this a little bit, maybe even take the tempo, maybe even take the key signature. It helps me limit and focus into what I need to put into my beat to make it on par, I guess, with the industry's quality. All right, listening to the Baddest, there's really not too much going on. I'm going to actually get the tempo. I'm going to do a little tap tempo real quick. To get this actually lined up, I'm going to hit shift and use the mouse wheel just so I could get it right on the beat. All right, I'm going to apply this time stretch to this just so I could get it in the same pocket as the tempo. Let me see how many bars this is actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm gonna cut it like right here. Shift and Alt, cut, boom, boom, boom. Just so it's not on the grid, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna also hit this time stretch, make sure it's on, and just time stretch it by dragging it. Let me get back up, dragging it back to this 3, because this is 2 bars. And I also hit Alt so it's free. Now I'm just gonna take this time stretch off, and I'm gonna keep. Let's just go all the way. I'm just gonna add a hi-hat real quick. Let me go to my wave. I like to do the hi-hats just so I could get the groove right and make sure it's on point. Okay, let me add this. Add one of these hi-hats. Works for me. Boom, boom, boom. Some people like to work in one pattern. Me, I'm so used to everything being in different tracks, so I like to actually grab that. Boom. And that's how the hi-hats go on the Baddest too. It's not crazy rolls. This tempo's just too fast to be having all of that going. So you want just a continuous pattern going. Okay, cool. All right, let me just add a clap too. I'm actually gonna rename this. I did that quickly by hitting the mouse wheel in the middle mouse wheel, clicking that. Let me add another pattern. Always name your stuff. It makes things so much easier. I'm gonna hit F6. All right, you wanna put the snares or the claps on these red ones. Very simple. This isn't. Let me add that. Open again. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And that's the beat right and that's the beat right there. All right, now it's just time to get the actual elements down of this sample. I don't know if I really want it actually to be at this pitch. Let's see. I'm gonna hit stretch maybe. Do I really see that you could do like 12? Since the Baddest is kind of interfering with the loop playback, well, this is too. I could delete that, but since that's doing that, I'm gonna hit Control and just drag it and have this red line, and this basically means it's just gonna loop. like that, just like that. F6 again, just so I could turn down this hi-hat. I forgot to do that. I don't really like that being too loud. All right, let me go back to pitching this. I don't know what pitch I want for this. All right, it's very important to get this pitch down. Okay, let's get some other elements first. What I like to do, I like to get the bass first, mainly because I don't want to say the bass always determines the chord, but it helps you it helps you figure out the chords, the bass. Usually, because sometimes you have slash chords where the bass is doing totally different from what the actual chords, but usually the bass relates to the chord progression so much. I don't know how to say it better than that. Okay, so I'm going to get my handy dandy piano first, and I'm going to figure out what scale this sample's in. The scale, it's in G major, but it doesn't sound as happy. Usually major means happy, but I think the beauty of R&B music is that the chord progressions are usually advanced, I would say. You know, it comes from jazz music, it comes from blues, it comes from that vein, and it's not as easy as, you know, your standard pop chords. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of sevenths. Let's make sure though. So even that, I'm assuming this might be the woo. All right, I got some of the bass. Let me hit this. Let's call this bass. I think it goes back to this G, then it does like a slide down. I don't know where it goes after that, but all right, so okay, let me just lace this part. I know that seems a little tedious and all of that, but it trains your ear and, you know, you get ideas. I feel like 100% the more you do, the more you can use in your own music because, you know, you're aware of the techniques. You're aware that bass lines tend to jump up an octave. Another bass line that does that is I'd Rather Be With You, you know. I heard about creativity. It's all about taking in information. And the more information you take in, this way I feel like the more it's embedded in you. You know what I'm saying? It's your arsenal, man. It's your arsenal. So let me... Forward. This one's way too fast. All right, that sounds good to me. Sounds perfect. I know there's probably faster ways to do that. Nowadays, there's software that tells you the chord progression and all of that, but I don't really believe in those. There's no way it could be that accurate. All right, I don't really know how to do this faster, but basically what I want to do is I want to make sure that this bass is really right. So I'm going to export this as a wave. Start. And I'm just going to drag it back into here. I know this is a slow way. I'm still new with this software, excuse me. To solo it, just hit control and you just click this. That's to solo it. Let me solo this. I want to actually just take this and now I want to raise this up to 12. Let's resample. Let me turn it to stretch. And whoa. Turn this to 12, I should say. And then drag this up. The reason I'm doing this is because sometimes it's easier to hear the bass when, at least for me, when it's just a higher pitch. Whoa, that one's wrong. That note's wrong. This I think this goes out of tune probably. Well, out of scale. Let's see. Okay, it goes out of this is what's dope. It just goes down. It's descending into just to land on this one, but in G major you wouldn't have. This is the seventh, not this. That's the beauty of R&B music. It's very musical, very musical, very cool stuff like that happens. So now I'm pretty on point with the bass, I think. So I could just mute that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the melody. They're pretty much all connected. If you really want to think about it, they're all connected. The melody, the bass, and the chords. These aren't separate entities. A lot of the bass is determined by the chords, and a lot of the melody is determined by the chords. So if I get the bass and I get the melody on point, I'll be able to get these chords pretty easily. All right, now that I have everything, I want to get these chords. I've been playing around with a few chords, but I'm just going to put this one down. I think that the chord progression basically goes from the 1, which is a G major and the G major scale. So it goes to that, then it goes to the 5, which is this D. Then it goes back to the 1. But since this is R&B, it might have a few 7ths, it might have a few 9ths. But I just want to lay down the basic bare bones first, which is just the triads. Let me just lace this down. And then how the bass is moving, I could figure out kind of everything. I should actually put everything on the same. I'm going to right-click, clone, right-click, clone again. I just want to have everything on this one pattern just so I could see in relation what everything is doing. The bass line, this is the bass. Let me take this melody. I'm going to control, drag, control C. And I'm going to put this on the bass melody. Also, F6. Bass sample. Let me actually rename this melody sample. Nice. Go to piano roll. Drop this. I'm going to raise this up though. Raise it up. And in the middle, I'm going to try to put these chords. Just the basic chords. I'm saying basic because these are just the beginning triads. Triads being 3 notes. Something like that. Actually, I'm going to put these all onto 1. I think that'll actually make it easier. Just to see how everything lines up. I'm gonna drop these chord, the bass. Already took the bass, whatever. Take the melody too. Copy. Okay. I got everything on one now. That makes it a little bit easier. Let's see if I can actually move this up too and not clash. Boom, even better. Let me mute. Did I mute everything? Yeah, I muted everything. Okay, the reason I did this is because I want to see the relationships between the notes. See, this starts with this C in the bass. Starts with a G. I might actually put another chord here. I don't know. It just doesn't sound. I don't like. It's too much tension when this A hits, and I think it's so much tension because you know this C and this D that's already gonna add tension, but the B and A, like that's and a G, like that's crazy. So I'm gonna have to probably put a chord with A and C in it. All right, check it. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start adding little markers here, just so I know basically what's happening. This right here, I don't know how to do it a faster way, but I know there's a faster way to probably add a time marker. Add one, Alt T. I'm gonna call this. This is B. It's the third, but it's. Let me just say B. B minor 7 on this one slash. I call it the third. The 7. Basically, what this means is you're hitting this B, which is B, D, F sharp, but you want to add the A. And basically, what you have when you add that A is you add a 7th to it. A quick way to play your 7ths is just go down 2 from the left, the thumb. And add that A. Go down 2, so you skip the A sharp. This is it's not good. And that just adds a little bit of tension. So I want to put that right there just so I could know it. Also, I'm gonna throw another Alt T time marker, but I'm gonna call this one. Actually, I'm gonna call this for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna call this the 4. C9. Let's do Control T. Whoa, not Alt T. I'm gonna call this C major 9, aka the 4 major 9 chord. Let's see what this, if I could do a chord right here in the middle of this. I think this definitely just hits. I think it just goes straight to the 1. I think it goes from the 4 to the 1, but with a 9, an added 9. So I'm gonna do something like this. Okay, Alt T, I mean. And I'm gonna call this G add 9. And that's just the 1. Added 9. E minor 7 now. Okay, this is E minor 7. Alt T, E minor 7, which would be 6. It would be the 6, right? 6 minor 7. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Works for me. Oops. Toss this in here. Boom. Let's see. All right, I'm going to drop a contact instance real quick. All right, that sounds a lot better actually with this Rhodes. The beauty about the Rhodes is that it's always gonna sound beautiful, no matter how much tension there is. Let's see. Throw the snare in the clap. Wow, that sounds good now. Man, I was kind of doubting this one. I was about to cancel this episode. Okay, that sounds good now. Whoa, that's on loop. Turn that loop, use loop points off. If that ever happens. Control, delete, control drag. Let's actually shift, drag, boom, boom, boom. It's just like. I think on this part, I'm gonna do something like. That was kind of cool. Cool accident. I don't think I wanted to hit that low though. That's kind of cool. I want to do something to these vocals though. It's just it's kind of boring right now. Let's see what effects I could throw up on this. I don't know what it's doing, but it sounds cool. If I had like a I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. right, there's a clap with heavy reverb. Every like this one. This one has a reverb to it, so maybe I'll do it on the last one. And do it on that one. You know, just take some elements, but turn it on and turn it off. What I want to do right now is, let me rename this, man. I don't know which. This is the clap. Fuck wrong with these? Clap. And let's go to the mixer. That's F9. Let's put this on 2. And I'm going to hit Control L. And now I have a clap on this too. And I want to throw a reverb on here. Fruity. Where's the fruity reverb at? Okay. I don't really care too much about. Let me create an automation clip. I want it to be off, except for the this one. This is the clap I want, so I want it to be off until, I don't know. I'm just pretty bad with automation on here. Where's this at? Turn this one off. Oh shit. Turn it off. See how this goes. I want it to decay a little bit better than. Nigga, turn that shit off.
Sexy motherfucker.
Anybody else clunky with this motherfucker? That works for me. I'll turn it down a little bit. That's a little too distracting. Beautiful. And I'm gonna throw another one. Can I just, whatever, I don't know. Throw another one on. Drag this. Then I'm gonna make another track. This is the shaker. Probably do something simple like this. Yeah, I'm gonna do something simple like that. I don't know. Shakers to me can easily turn corny. So I'm gonna do something simple like that. Actually drag it down to shift, drag down. I like that with the drag this up. I don't like that, right? All right, the last thing that happening basically that I hear is a little percussion, a little. Let's see. Something like that. All right, cool. Works for me. Ooh, that shit got vibes. All right, with this shaker, actually, let me put some percussion. Shaker. For this shaker, I kind of wanted to do more in terms of, I want to pan these. I want to take this shaker. Let's see, control, go to note pan. Easy way to pan. Don't really have to do much. Just drag. I like this. Let's do something crazy. Nothing special. I've been banging with this new era 808. Let's see where this shit is at. I've been banging with this hard. Shout out to New Era for this 808. I'm going to throw this on 3. I'm going to eventually put all of these on different faders, but I don't care about it right now. I like to lay everything down, then I like to mix it a little bit afterwards. I'm going to drop this 808. I'm going to go to here. Get this kick. Where's the kick? Let me actually make another pattern called 808. I'm going to take this kick. Oh, I need to take this bottom one too. Then I'm going to go to 808. Piano roll. Control V. I don't know. I might just keep this one as just the kick, just because it's so low. I don't really want to distract with it. It kind of sounds like an 808 anyways. Also with the Baddest is these 808s don't hit on every single kick. So I'm probably going to go throughout and listen to which ones I want to hit. I'm also right now, I'm going to take the bass that I got from this sample. I'm going to paste it so I get the ghost notes on this channel. F6. Let me paste it. I could paste this shit anywhere. I'll just paste it right where it's supposed to be. Right click, piano roll, boom, paste it. Now it's pasted. All right, where is this at? I'm going to take this, I'm going to drop this down. Control. Whoa, too far down. Okay, that's hitting right on the C. And this is another C. Oh, I didn't place it. Place it. All right, now it's just based on preference. Where do I want these 808s to hit? I don't really want it to hit. That's pretty much where I want them to hit. So I'm going to just follow this. Oh, let me turn my thing to this. Just follow this. Shift down. Shift up. Boom, boom. maybe I'll just keep it piano. Basically what I'm doing, I'm just hitting the basic notes, just the 3 chords. But on the first one, I want this D to be very prominent because it just sounds so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Sensitivity by Ralph Travesant, however you say his name. But I want to do this because it's not too crowded. It's just basic triads, and it highlights kind of, I think, what the composer wanted. So I'm just gonna do it like this. And in the background, that Rhodes is going ham. This level. Let's see if I could. There we go. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do this way because I feel like it's just easier for me if I do the automation by hand. So I'm gonna record it. There you go. See if that works. That shit's nice. I think the last thing I might want to do is like have this, switch this 808 out for a synth bass, just so I could be like the baddest joint, man. I'm trying to steal everything from this joint. Just right shift. I'll be forgetting these key commands, but I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna get good on here. Control B. All right, yeah, I just want to do that. So with this part, I could add this bass. I'm gonna take this bass again, and I'm gonna just drag. Go back to the synth bass. I'm gonna put this right here still. Okay, let's see. Piano roll. Then I'm gonna put this pattern. Put it in a different pattern. Oh my goodness gracious! Amateur hour at the Apollo. F6. Why is this shit so low? That's not even playing. Cause this isn't on. It's not too bad, I guess. Okay, I kind of like it following, but I need a better bass. Come on, Serum. I know I should be programming my own. I know I should be doing it, but come on, dude. Click 2. F6, and then just raise this again because I don't like how it hits. All right, I'm still looking for this bass. The sub bass is cool. Maybe I'll do another clone and just do the top bass now, or try to find a top bass for this. Let's see. Control, copy, but keep that bass, that bottom, and do something differently with this though. Right now, I'm going to change this. I'm probably going to put like an open hi-hat, and I think the beat's done after that. Let's get an open hi-hat real quick, and then I'm going to arrange this beat. I'm probably going to use exactly the same arrangement as Baddest, to be honest with you. I just don't care right now. The crazy thing about beats in general and sending them off is there's been so many beats that I arrange a specific way, and when I give them to rappers, like, you know, the beats just chopped up and they do their own effects to it, man. So by the time it's done, you know, it definitely won't even sound like the record. So I don't mind. Like that. I like that. I like that. All right, the beat's done. The beat is done, officially over with. One, two, one, two, one, two. Drag this. Put the sample right here. So when the sample comes back in. Let me do this. Metronome on here. Whatever, I'll just scoot it. The beat is done right now. I'm gonna play it real quick. Yeah, let's vibe out. All right, y'all. That's the beat. You already know what it is. Hit that subscribe button. Shout out to everybody. Bruh Big Chop. You already know what it is. Yeah.